Bluesy Fruzy. Did they really just name a character Bluesy Fruzy? Nah, I'm calling her Izzy no matter what. That's all it is to it. Let's get it. What's up, everyone? It's your boy Infrar-Ed. Welcome to the Scout Reports. Today I bring you an anime review of Taboo Tattoo, Episode 2. And for all intents and purposes, this was a wind down episode, which usually happens whenever they give you a high octane boost in Episode 1. They usually take Episode 2 to slow things down a little bit, open the world up and introduce you to the characters and the central plot of the series. And that's effectively what we got in this episode, as Sege wakes up from his battle out of unconsciousness, only to be greeted by Izzy and Tom after his battle with Theodore last week, and his ability pretty much wrecking that guy to pieces. In this episode, we learn more about the tattoos, what they are, who they are, etc. And again, we just get to open the world up a little bit more as we dive into the world of Taboo Tattoo. So with that being said, it is explained that Izzy and Tom are from the U.S. Army. They are in Japan to retrieve the tattoos that were stolen from the U.S. government before they get into the wrong hands. And most importantly, they are there to recruit Justice, as he was able to get successively the tattoo that is probably the most dangerous and the most useful at the same time for a person. You see, the ability that Justice's tattoo has is that it absorbs, or rather it makes nothingness and then swallows it, which makes it very dangerous because it can also swallow him whole if he's not careful and he doesn't learn how to train with it properly. Hence, that's why they're there. They're there to recruit him and to train him and put him on the right path. And of course, not to let a power this broken get into the wrong hands. Of course, Justice takes the typical, why me? Why am I thrown into this type of battle? And he's reluctant to joining these guys at first. However, for the greater good, he's going to go ahead and do it anyway. And we also get confirmation, something that a lot of YouTubers and a lot of viewers had speculated last week about Justice's powers, is that his trigger is actually blood, but I'm pretty sure they said he didn't have a trigger. But Izzy told him to be careful of blood because that's what can trigger his abilities, and if his ability gets out of control, that's not going to be good for anybody. So now that that's opened up, we also learned that the tattoo is also affixed to a person's body. So the only way you can get rid of it is by, of course, death, or by losing your limb entirely. So if somebody happens to capture Justice, they're probably going to cut off his arm or whatever, for example, to get the tattoo for themselves. And I guess that's how it's passed along from person to person. We also learn a lot about Izzy too, in the fact that her tattoo is the reason why she looks the way she is. She's actually way older than she really is. Tom started to say how old she is only to get kicked in the gut because she's probably in her 30s or so. But because of her tattoo ability, she is trapped in the body of this middle schooler. We also get the look at the antagonist of the series in the form of a girl by the name of Princess Aryabhatha, and she is the head of the kingdom now, which is the bad side of this battle, as she's killed the king and queen, and for all intents and purposes she plans to take over the entire country. And I'm pretty sure she wants to gather tattoo members or tattoos in itself in order to make that battle a little bit easier for her. Meanwhile, Izzy decides to inject herself into Justice's life to better watch over him by becoming his classmate. And automatically the ruckus ensues as the boys are salty as they find out that Izzy already knows Justice and has a relationship with him in some sort that wasn't disclaimed. So they literally are salty, grab him, pick him up, throw him out the window into the water. As they said, protagonists shouldn't always get the girl. So that was a little funny fourth wall break. Also, by this being JC staff, you know they got to perv it up a bit, and they have Izzy grabbing up on Toka, getting a little bit of Opie action for her to be knocked upside the head. But all that is broken up once the teacher comes in. Everything goes back to normal from there. And now you can see a rift or a triangle that was forming from the beginning of the first episode with Izzy, Toka, and Justice, as both of the girls want to protect him in their own way. and Toka follows Justice around most of the episode just to make sure he's not getting in trouble, all the way to the point where he meets up with Tom in the hideout that him and Izzy are in as he's gonna start his training. However, she is kidnapped and Tom is slain by a girl with the umbrella who pretty much just runs him through and kills him as she's on the mission, probably from the princess, I'm sure. In fact, that is where she's from the princess, to obtain the triggerless sealed tattoo that Justice has because it's rare, and I'm pretty sure the bad guys really need that broken ability. Meanwhile, Izzy is out investigating and she is faced down by a man named R.R. Luca, who is also a tattoo user who has a whip and he has a big snake behind him. I must admit, he looks really cool, and he is 22, he is single, and he's looking for love, except being the sadist, so that's probably going to be pretty bad for him as far as hooking up with Izzy if that was his plan. And the guy's creepy too, so that was pretty funny, and it will go without saying every week to say how beautiful the animation is when JC Stab does decide to go in as she's about to lock horns with RR in her own battle. Meanwhile, Justice is probably screwed. I mean, I'm pretty sure he can hold his own. This is usually a part of the series where another character is going to come in and probably help him, because I don't think he's quite ready to fight somebody who knows how to use their ability already. So that was an episode in a nutshell, and that's where they leave us off. There are a couple of things I want to point out in Theorycraft and talk about that's been racing through my mind. Is I'm interested in knowing more about the two sides of this battle, the US government as well as the kingdom, and how these tattoos came to be besides it just being from a scientist. And what happened? I'm pretty sure it was a rift between these two people that caused some type of divide. So I'll be interested to see where that goes in general. Also, I'm interested in knowing more about Izzy and her backstory, because it has to suck to be stuck in the body of a middle schooler. I mean, she could even be a high schooler where she can probably pass off through life for a few years. She's stuck in the body of a middle schooler because the tattoo that was put on her. I wonder if that was the cost of her ability. Was this against her will, or did she automatically decide to do it or offer to do it? And you can tell she holds a little bit of regret for it as well, as she opens up a locket which looks like either it was her, or she's older, or somebody that's related to her. So it seems like she has a past that I'm really ready to dive into. And another thing that I must commend is the OST of this series, and it is very good. It has that nice calm but pulse pounding beat. It kind of reminds me of a series from a long time ago called Tengo Tenge. It has that type of feel to it. As a matter of fact, that was done by Madhouse, and they really need to get on that. I know they don't do season 2s besides Ippo and Ace of Diamond, but I would really like to see that series come back. And in a way, that's what Taboo Tattoo reminds me of as well, that series by the name of Tengo Tenge. It'd be nice to see that back, but that's getting off the subject. So that was the episode in a nutshell, and I'm going to go ahead and end it here. If you guys liked the video, go ahead and drop it a like, and if you want to hear more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, as there will not be a shortage of content for you guys on this channel. And as I always say, you guys can be anywhere on YouTube right now, but you chose to listen to me, and I really appreciate that. So thank you guys for stopping by. Check me out next time as I bring you a manga review of One Piece on Thursday, and the fun starts all over again on Friday. So I'll see you guys then. On that note, it's your boy Infrar-Ed signing out. See you soon.